back. You're watching Overdrive, and it's time now for us to take up your queries on Autoselector. Bert joins us as always. Bert, our first question comes into us from Hyderabad. Gautam Gunjaria writes in saying he wants to buy himself a 150cc motorcycle. He shortlisted the Yamaha SZR and the Honda Unicorn. His commute is mostly limited within the city. Between the two bikes, which one would you recommend?
The Yamaha SZR, Gautam, will probably be a little more comfortable than the Honda Unicorn, but the Honda Unicorn is the motorcycle that will go a long way where reliability, efficiency, performance is concerned. It's a well and properly established motorcycle in the market, one of the segment leaders in fact, and that is your best buy at the moment. I think you should go in with the Honda Unicorn.
Alright, our next question comes into us from Shubhendu Mandal. He's been driving a Maruti Dzire for the past 4 years and wants to now upgrade to an SUV. He will be using the SUV to commute mostly within the city and travel from home to office. He set a budget of about 12 lakh rupees and would like to know which would be an ideal SUV in that range. He's also inclined towards the Renault Duster, but how does it compare to other SUVs in the same range? Also, which variant of the Duster should he look at in terms of economy and efficiency? What would you suggest, Bert?
Well, in the 12 lakh segment, there are very few SUVs that you can choose from. There's the Renault Duster, there's the Mahindra Scorpio, and Tata's new Safari Storme. But the best choice, yes, in that segment at the moment is the Renault Duster. Fairly good, well-engineered product at the end of the day. It drives fantastically. Better handling than either the Scorpio or the Safari for that matter. Also better ride, or rather as good ride quality as the Safari Storme. I mean, the Safari Storme is the established benchmark in that segment where ride quality is concerned. But the Duster comes very close to that. However, the Duster has got a much nicer engine, much more torque, feels much more torquier, is quicker, of course offers great efficiency, and well, overall that package is a much more contemporary package, well-engineered product. You should prefer the Duster over anything else in that segment. However, the Duster is also the one with a long waiting list at the moment, so you might probably have to wait for a month, probably a couple of months to get your hands on one.
Up next, a question from Amit Lagate. He wants to upgrade his 10-year-old Santro. He shortlisted the Honda City Corporate Edition and Jazz. His priorities are comfort, drivability, handling, economy and resale value.
Well, Amit, jumping up from the Santro to the Honda City, now that's a massive jump. You're looking at a car that's going to cost you close to about 10.5 to 11 lakh rupees. I'm not really sure if you want to spend that kind of money. However, the Jazz is much more cheaper. It's a little closer to the Santro in terms of pricing compared to the City, of course. But where the City and the Jazz are concerned, now they both offer the same amount of features, the comfort, the refinement. Well, they're both in the same league. Of course, the City offers you better performance because it's a larger engine compared to the Jazz. But where space, drive quality, handling, refinement is concerned, there really isn't much of a difference between the two, the City or the Jazz. In my opinion, however, I've driven the Jazz, I've lived with it for a long time, and I think it's a fairly accomplished hatchback. You get a lot of space inside the car that's fairly compact and well built for the city especially. The engine's very comfortable to drive even though it's a small 1.2 litre petrol, but it's a very refined engine. It is powerful, has great performance, offers you great efficiency, and overall I think you will enjoy driving that car for a long time to come.
And our final question this week comes into us from Akshat Pokhriyal. Akshat writes in saying he wants to buy himself a hatch. The car will mostly be driven within the city with weekly highway runs. He shortlisted the Ritz, the Swift, the Punto. Keeping in mind engine, performance, efficiency, handling and ride quality of the shortlisted cars, which would you suggest?
Now, Fiat's Punto offers probably the best ride quality in the segment. It is the benchmark where ride quality and comfort is concerned, but it's a fairly old car. And given Fiat's network around the country, it's not the safest car to invest in at the moment, though Fiat claims that by the end of the year, or actually 2014, they will have about 120 odd dealers established all around the country, and that should take care of the back end for you. But at the moment, it's not the best car to go in for. That leaves us the Ritz and the Swift. And the Swift, well, we've tested it in a variety of conditions. It's the Car of the Year award winner from OVERDRIVE in the past, and well, it's a much better package overall than the Ritz. You get better handling, you get better efficiency. There's a little more space inside the car than the previous generation Swift, though the Ritz feels a little more spacious because of its tall boy design. However, it looks nicer, and let me tell you, the handling, that's the plus point for the Swift. There is no car that feels as dynamic as the Swift does in the segment. So my suggestion is go in for the Swift. You will love that car.
All right, that wraps up Autoselector for this week. Remember, keep your queries coming in to helpdesk@overdrive.co.in. You can also send us your questions on our Facebook and our Twitter pages.